On the line, guys, as we get into the game here, we can see a proxy gateway underway, spawning in the bottom left corner of Foxtrot Labs here in the finals, with $2,000 on the line for first place. Is going to be the Red Protoss from Yoey Flash Wolves PartinG.
Oh, in the bottom left, or in the top right. Oh, in the top right as the blue Terran, it is GumiHo.
Alright, so GumiHo's not going to see this coming. If this is just Zealots, you're kind of like, okay, it makes a Reaper, no problem, right? But one-gate proxies are never just Zealots. They're usually a Stalker that comes out of this. Back at home, the second pylon goes down, he takes the gas, and the idea is that, well, you might not be rushing out Warp Tech as fast as possible. This is something that just can... The potential for damage here is so great. Will it win him the game? Maybe not. But this is something that can very well end the game.
It's so ballsy for PartinG to do this. I mean, usually you would say that it's ballsy for like Terran to go for a one-base build, but it's the build that GumiHo has won with every single game. So it's not even like ballsy for him to do this. This is actually what I would expect on that final game. But PartinG, God, you proxy, really.
Well, the big thing is GumiHo's going to scout this too. PartinG actually sees this coming with the probes. I'm not sure if he was baiting out a fight, hoping they would screw around at the natural. But yeah, no gateway in the main. Says, wait a minute, what's up? Two Zealots already coming. There was no Reapers. There's a Marine first into a second Marine. Big surround here on the SCVs. But that's kind of almost what the Zealots want. Like, they want SCV kills here through this.
Hellion is on the way, actually. I don't know. It's really great against the Zealot. The Zealots, obviously, but not so great against the Stalker, although it can be repaired.
Oh, look at
it can be microed.
Look at that positioning.
Just run those SCVs away.
Yeah. Alright, 4 SCVs, 2 Zealots. Actually, it's not too bad of a trade, to be honest.
Not even...
The Hellion, yeah.
Yeah, the Hellion does help out. It's not the most damage, but it has micro potential, it's repair, it's an awesome body block.
Oh my god, GumiHo, confirmed the most annoying Hellion user of all time. Jesus.
But I'm surprised that GumiHo didn't even attempt to get a bunker down. This is... okay, the Marines are going to die, but he could have saved the Hellion had he run away immediately. He decides to go for the Stalker instead. The repair going down actually helped out so much. It was an extra 2 shots from the Hellions.
Yeah, that was, I didn't actually know if you'd be able to kill it or not. The repair is quite a powerful tool, but second Stalker coming out. This isn't over yet. First Stalker still quite, or did die. Second Stalker quite low, but now there's Widow Mines coming out, and I think GumiHo's calming down a little bit, but, you know, this wasn't a one gate. This wasn't an all-in. Like, this was a gate. This wasn't an all-in. Nexus comes down at home. PartinG's going to take his natural, and, well, he doesn't have a whole lot to work with at home. All he sometimes needs is a photon overcharge.
Well, we can't forget that GumiHo is, you know, he's still going along with his own plan. So yes, he had to stop. Maybe he doesn't get the Widow Mine first like he did in the last game or what, but he's still getting a starport. He's getting a medevac out of... Yeah, okay, so the reactor's on the on the barracks this time. But yeah, going up to a medevac. So while PartinG has this kind of like contain for now, he's going to have to be aware that a drop could be headed his way.
Yeah. Well, you know, there might be a lot of cash on the line here, and I kind of mentioned the first place prize. But let's not forget, second place for this tournament is a good solid $1,000. It's a bit of generosity. Again, like this prize pool provided mostly by the sub count here on Base Trade TV, but also by these wonderful sponsors at the bottom. But I'm glad we were able to provide such a cool tournament for you guys, and hope you've enjoyed the quality of it. We had so many qualifiers, so many group stages, and such a big round of 16 coming to be what is this final match. And I'm really glad it did go to the ace match. I was going to be so heartbroken if we had like a 3-0 flop or something, or a 4-0 flop.
Is this going to work? He's going to bait him into the Widow Mine?
Maybe.
Oh no, he's going to kill him the old-fashioned way. No.
It's kind of a cool Widow Mine placement, though. I was hoping he would go down that corridor. But, I guess if nothing else, like, you scout with the Stalker, maybe get an SCV kill on your way out. Like, he knows the Stalker is dead. There's no getting this out alive. Even if he had Blink, I don't think it would be worth revealing, but... Pylon goes down. He's going to lose the gateway. Back at home, though, he's got the Robo. He's got double gateways coming up. He's trying to get his production back up to where it needs to be. As far as GumiHo, though, I'd put him in a very, very, very dominant position of power right now. Only because PartinG, like, as good as a Photon Overcharge is, it's not going to be able to contend with the sheer amount of units that GumiHo has. Like,
well, we got to bring up...
Oh, sorry, continue.
We got to bring up the fact there's not a command center, though. So, like... It looks pretty good for now, but if PartinG defends this, you know, even like moderately well, I think he's in the better position.
I think that's a pretty big if, though. I mean, these might not have stim and they might not have combat shields, but there's enough Marines here. The front overcharge prop so preemptively, you can actually just pick them and go to the main now.
Yeah, you can. Immortal's about to pop out, and that adds damage. Not the best against Marines, but it's you know, it's a unit. It's helpful.
I just gotta borrow that. What am I? There's no detection out just yet. I don't know if you can actually afford to get it.
I thought he got an observer, but I guess it was wrong. Yeah, I figured he thought he was coming. All right.
Just a little bit late to the party was all. Fending this off pretty decently though. PartinG 5 probes down, not the end of the world here. But that overcharge will wear off eventually, and with the observer out of position, he doesn't know where these medevacs are coming back to. Is it the main? Is it the natural? I mean, he has to be there ahead of time. Reacting might not simply be enough. He's almost got enough energy for another overcharge, but it's still going to be like another 20 in-game seconds.
While this is going on, GumiHo has finished up his command center, about to turn it into an orbital once it's finished, and his SCV count really not that bad. Or rather to say that PartinG's isn't that good, I guess, is a better way to put it. But he started, you know, he can stop, you know, if he was chronoing anything else, he can kind of have like a little bit of a breather now. He can start chronoing the probes, and he does have a lot of chrono energy to use.
Well, the probe comes down, going to continue down this pathway for tech, so we'll see some Colossus come out at some point. These medevacs, though, it's so awkward. Like, he can never ignore these. He has to pay attention. The second these escape is like a big loss. I mean, there's the potential of blinking underneath. I mean, they're both half health. They're both going to go down very quickly. So for GumiHo, this is a large portion of his army he can't afford to give away. But at the same time, for PartinG, he can never make the mistake of ignoring this and leaving his main empty, because an overcharge is not going to stop 2 full medevacs.
I was about to say, I think he can,
boost
out
out.
of there.
If all the stalkers were here, though, there's no way. But he's actually not just going to boost out. He's going to turn around and come back home. And PartinG, on the reaction here, does decide to head forward.
If he had unloaded everything, he might have been able to take on the stalkers even without stim. But obviously, just the Hellions, it's not gonna do anything. And PartinG did defend that, not even moderate low, just like really well. I don't think he lost maybe like a zealot or something. But now he, you know, as I said, he's comfortable now. He probably knows that GumiHo's his own tech is going to be a little late, like stim, combat shields. Although he unfortunately had to bring that observer back, so he doesn't have, you know, exact confirmation on when the barracks are planted down.
Well, I like this building placement here too out of PartinG. Like this isn't just random pylons. This is really like anti-Hellion pylons more than anything else. But that time is coming past. But it's kind of cool again, like just to see what he did to defend in the early game. But as we get to the late game, Colossus are on the way. We got a couple of Immortals, but I really think this Observer spread is probably the biggest thing PartinG has going for him. Knowing where the drops will come from, knowing where the attacks are aimed at, like that is a really big deal.
Let's get a Lucian Phoenix in here. Let's see, like, you know, how many barracks there are, I suppose. If there's, you know, 5 or maybe even a 3rd command center already. That'll tell him a lot. Again, no forge, so no upgrades. PartinG not in the favor of those. Unless it's if it's not blink, it's not a good upgrade apparently.
I'm loving this just like 90-degree angle of gateways here.
It's a half of the Illuminati symbol, half triangle.
Well, yeah, actually, good point. It's an arrow pointing to the direction of these test tubes, so there's obviously something.
God, it's an arrow.
One's missing. It's the Illuminati.
Oh no! It's Terran's missing. It's a Protoss and a. Okay. Enough.
I was gonna say this is getting stupid really quick. Command center coming down here at the 3rd. Yeah, well, there's so many gateways, but this command center is only just now coming down. He's putting it on location. This is gonna get picked off. Like this was a mistake out of GumiHo to put this on location. I feel.
I'm so surprised how even this kind of looks. You know, very even supply, which usually benefits the Protoss. But then you gotta consider like who has the better, you know, tech or maybe force fields, upgrades, and GumiHo, you know, just barely, he has finished stim. He's finishing combat shields, he finished slow, and he also has that +1. And not a bad amount of Vikings, really. I don't think PartinG is gonna win off the back of this. Maybe do a lot of damage, but I don't think he's gonna win.
Well, Hellion does come to dive through, but Undercharge was popped for the first 2.
Oh, he goes into a place where there's a good concave available for GumiHo. This is so dangerous.
Oh,
those force fields.
Those are really nice force fields, but the problem is the Stalkers aren't shooting the Vikings. Yeah, the Stalkers are busy wasting their time on the Marauders, the Marines. I guess he's just hoping to kill as much as he can before they go down.
Man, okay, let's not forget that he has so many blink they're not blink, never mind. There's so many Stalkers, but there actually are a couple of Mortals. They might be enough to help.
Well, you know, he did kill 26 SCVs. Like, if this trades out full army for full army, GumiHo actually doesn't have the money to recover from this.
Oh, more Mortals.
Oh, the Colossus killing Vikings. That doesn't happen too often. But I think he's done it. Sorry, I think he's done it.
Oh, GumiHo retreats back into his base. He is 3rd finished, by the way, so he can start muling and dropping mules over there. He can just lift the natural, I think, and I don't think it'll die. Maybe now it'll die.
This too many stalkers, I feel like. Even if he lives,
The immortals are just really, if they could be targeted down within like 10 seconds, maybe he takes on the stalkers.
they're gonna wreck the Marauders, though. That's the thing. Like, look at those shots go off. I mean, the stalkers are not able to cover the Marauders, the immortals from this Marauder fire, but it's still, he's just got a little much to deal with.
Oh, it's so close. There's no more immortals. There's no more Colossus. Just warp-ins right now.
Oh,
GumiHo's down to
15
15.
SCVs. Yeah. He doesn't even have an orbital. He can't even afford an orbital at the third. That's the worst part about this. Losing the orbital of the natural, I think that might have just sealed the deal if nothing else does. Because even if GumiHo wins this fight, he doesn't have the money to remake his army. He doesn't have enough money to do anything.
That's it. Oh, PartinG to the last game.
All right, PartinG, ladies and gentlemen, he will be your big boy of the 32 boys. Big boy PartinG takes it all with a 4-3 score, no less. A really great series to end it out on.